A few months ago I bought myself the Porsche 997.1 Carrera 4S. In the reveal video I did say that I wanted to change the wheels from these C4S Sport Design wheels to possibly GT3 wheels. We've done that. But also this car had a decat downpipe on it, 2 crossover pipes that were extremely loud. Have a listen. Now, when I recorded that video, I just basically got the car, so I had that real euphoria moment. But as time's gone on, I have realised that, well, the car's too loud. And I drive the car 99.9% of the time with the valves closed, meaning that I can't really make the most of the sport button. So today we're going to Rennworks and we are fitting a 200cc Sport Cat in X-pipe form, which should give us a deeper, better tone and make the car more usable. So here we are at Rennworks to get the Sport Cat fitted, but I just realised that I haven't shown you guys that I put my GT3 wheels on it. The car looks so much better with these wheels on. I absolutely love it. The best thing is they're 12J at the back as well. I've had to go wider rear spacer on it as well, so I've had to go 20mm rear because the GT3 wheels are made for narrow-bodied cars. They sit too far in, so yeah, by putting 20mm on the rear, they sit pretty good. And man, this car just looks unbelievably good now. If you remember in the first video when I took you guys out when I bought the car, when I opened the sports valves, the sport button, the valves open, and it's just too loud, and it's got this real rasp to it. I'm not necessarily sure that the Sports Cat's going to absolutely fix it, but we'll see. I'm looking forward to seeing what this sounds like. Oh, well, this is nice. It's the first time I've come to Rennworks, and what a lovely little viewing platform for all the stuff I've got to do. And Sam, amazing, coffee on hand, absolute winner. So a few of you have asked me, how has the 997 been? And if I'm honest, it's been absolutely phenomenal. What a great car. I really, really like it. When it's under load, it sounds great. But yeah, it's just a little bit too loud for me. But that's okay. We're here to resolve that. So here it is. This is the X-pipe, and Matt's got the car up in the ramp. Looking forward to sticking this on. It does look very good. And it is a Design Tech 200cc Sport Cat. Love that. Very well made as well. Very pleased with that. Right, let's get it on. This is the original setup I've got. As you can see, you've got the headers that come around here onto the decats. They're single pipes, so there's not an X-pipe on here. They're single pipes that go back through into the PSE. And because they're single pipes, you don't have that bit in the middle, which allows for the air to flow around a bit more. But also, because there's no cats, it's just so loud. So we're going to swap this out. So there'll be 2 individual pipes to replace it with that. And so Matt started working on removing the old system. Bolts on these cars tend to snap pretty easily, which can be a real pain as they've rusted over time. But luckily, with the decats being put on recently, the bolts are pretty easy to remove. You can see the difference in the decats and the X-pipe here. The X-pipe has 200cc cats on it, but also allows for the gases from both sides of the engine to cross over as opposed to single routes out. It also has a larger bore. The sensors were then added to the sports cat, and to put it all back onto the car, it was a bumper off job, as it's quite tight working area, and getting a 1-part X pipe back on the car is harder than 2 single crossover pipes, so Matt and the team didn't really have a choice here. Once the X pipe was in place, it really started to take shape. It looks so good, and such a shame you can't see it when the bumper goes back on. The rest of the sensors were then put back on and the bolts tightened, and before the first sound check I took the opportunity to have a cheeky coffee in the warm. Very pleased with how that sounds, and after ensuring that there were no leaks, the bumper and the rear lights went back on and we were done.
Oh, that sounds so good. That's so much better. Such a throaty tone. Matt, what a ledge. That sounds so much better.
Amazing.
Mate, thank you so much.
Pleasure
As always, mate. That sounds so good. It's got a much deeper tone to it, hasn't it?
Yeah, and being the X-pipe,
Yeah.
when they sort of come together, it brings those two banks of the engine together, and it just enhances that sound. It sounds like
I'm so happy.
Real difference.
Thank you so much.
Amazing.
Well, this is rather different. I can hear myself think. I'm currently driving the car back near my house. I drove it home. I wanted to feel what it sounded like, and my word, I'm super impressed with this sports cap from Design Tech. I'm going to give you guys a quick little blast with the valve closed and the windows down. Have a listen. This is valve closed, right? So that sounds good. That's like usable, right? Now if I put her into sport, the valve opens up. I get more use of the throttle pedal. Listen to this now. Perfect. That is perfect. I can blip the throttle more, I get the crackles and the burbles out. I can hear the induction noise more. And I don't get that horrible tinny noise that I was getting before. Let me do windows down again so you can have one final listen. Listen to this. Oh, yes! That's the one right there. So, has it achieved what I wanted it to achieve? Yes, it has. It's given me that beautiful noise, top end in sport. Now, if I just go turn the sport off, close the valves, it's a sensible car that I can drive down the motorway and have a normal conversation, which is what I couldn't do with those flipping crossover pipes, because for me, they were too loud. But I have to say a massive thank you to Matt and Sam and the team at Rennworks. What a great bunch of people. What a great little setup they've got going on over there. And I will definitely be taking this car to them for basically all the work that it's ever going to need, because they're brilliant. Really, really friendly. Service is spot on. And they do really good coffee too. So yeah, Matt, thank you so much. Really appreciate it, buddy. And yeah, if you're watching this, guys, and you've got stuff you want to do to your Porsche, give the guys from Rennworks a shout. I'll leave the links to their Instagram and their phone number and website in the description below. For now, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, smash the like button. Comments are always welcome, and I will see you all very soon on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.